And am I proud of you? Why? Right? Because they're using an event like this. They know how much power she has, right? She's a celebrity status lady who fills stadiums. And this is a night where all of those teenagers and people that enjoy her type of concert need an Uber or a Lyft. And what do the Uber and Lyft drivers do? They focus on Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida. And they say, you know what? On the busiest night to get the maximum exposure, we're going to organize a strike right there.
Turned down extra pay and shut off their app, despite this being the second night of Taylor Swift's ERAS tour going on at Raymond.
Give me 1 second. You want to crank up the volume. We got to crank up the volume. Here's my friend.
Drivers said that they are protesting for better pay from Uber.
News Channel 8's Trevor Sohaki is live for us at the Rideshare lot near Raymond James Stadium. And Trevor, I'm wondering if you've been able to see any impact from this protest yet.
Well, Jen, Keith, it unfortunately doesn't appear like this protest had much of an impact on rideshare drivers here. I'm still seeing a lot of rideshare drivers around, and riders I spoke with said that they're having more trouble accessing the internet due to all the phones around rather than finding a driver. Uber is also offering a $15 surcharge to drivers tonight, and some drivers I spoke with said it's hard to refuse that kind of money.
Are we going to turn off for the concert?
Yeah! One of the 3 biggest nights for rideshare drivers in a while, thanks to Taylor Swift, Tampa Bay Uber drivers are shutting off their apps.
We're the ones doing the driving. We're the ones here.
Thank you.
At night, busting our butts. How are you getting more than us?
Louis Cosme has been driving for Uber for 9 years. He says Uber is taking more of his paycheck.
If you do a ride to Sarasota, they're giving you $19 to up to $38. We used to get $90 to $80.
So he helped organize this strike.
We have to work together.
We saw about 100 people outside at a rideshare waiting lot. Cosme said 100 more were also in their cars.
It affects me financially, and it affects me at home with my family. You know, I spend more time here than what I do at home.
In a statement to 8 on Your Side, Uber said, earnings for drivers on our platform remain high, with the average driver in Tampa Bay making $25 an hour while active on the app. Uber also said high insurance rates in Florida are partly to blame. That's money neither the company nor drivers get.
So it's not fair to us. We got family, we got kids, we have a mortgage, we have car payments.
And drivers say...
Come on, not now. Marlon. Yes. Okay, I'll have the cashier for you, so I'll give you the keys and everything. Cool. Okay, sounds good. Okay, my friend, drive safe. Bye. 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 My buddy Marlon, I organized him a car.
The gas every day is up, and the car for expense, for everything is up, and the money every day is down.
The driver said they will keep planning strikes until they get better pay.
Okay, so here, the magic...
Left the rideshare lot about 2 miles away from here. There were less people outside.
Here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say. Florida drivers, you made the headlines. That's all that counts. So they got 100 drivers there at the lot, which I think is impressive, right? 100 drivers. Yes, absolutely. They made it into the news. They made the TV. They made the headlines, and they send Uber a crystal clear message. What do they say? Hey, if you do not start adjusting our earnings, we'll do it again. Maybe it won't be at a Taylor Swift concert. Maybe the next one is at a Queen concert, or the next one is at a Guns N' Roses concert, or the next one is at a Kendrick Lamar concert, right? Just keep on hitting them concert after concert after concert, right? Because the bottom line is what you are doing is you're holding up the mirror and exposing them that they are treating you poorly in Florida, not just in Tampa, in Miami, Orlando, Tampa, you name it, right? They are treating you poorly. They are not paying you. So I take my hat off. I seriously take my hat off to the guy that put this together, because you got maximum impact, right? You chose, she's obviously not happy, right, that she made the headlines because of that. And Taylor, I know you're not watching this video, but to all the Taylor fans, right, just understand this, that if you knew who gets you back after the concert, yes, us drivers, if you knew what you were paying, which is an astronomical fee, and you were actually looking and seeing what the driver received for driving you back after the Taylor Swift concert, you will understand why these drivers are protesting and striking. And I encourage that same group, don't stop, don't lose the momentum, learn from New York. You slap them again, you slap them again, and you slap them again, right? You bring them into the headlines, strike after strike after strike. They act tough and they say, oh, you know, drivers were earning record amounts. And yes, there were many desperados there that were in their car not joining the strike, right? Your brothers and sisters are standing up for you to get you higher earnings, and you desperados are driving on that night. So you're not collaborating. And if you're not working together, my friends, you're going to lose in this game, right? You got to be like the French, relentless. They have an $8.69 minimum starting point per trip, right? If you do not want to fight together, divided you will fall, right? Do not be surprised. So that those Tampa drivers that organize the strike, get onto social media, get into those Facebook pages, share these type of videos, encourage your brothers and sisters to join at the next Taylor Swift concert, whether it's in Miami or Guns N' Roses, right? You hit them over and over and over again. You obviously found a recipe that gets you into the headlines. You found a recipe that makes the 9 o'clock news. You found a recipe that'll get you in the Miami Herald or into the Tampa newspapers, right? So what you did there, 2 thumbs up. Don't stop. Don't stop. Plan the next one. So I encourage drivers city by city. That's why you'll see May Day the 1st. We got one who possessed, come on, we need a protest like the French. Exactly. Evaldis is in the house. Aaron O is in the house. Breanne Baylor is in the house. Patrick Sargent's in the house. One Love is in the house. Chris Knoof is in the house. Andrew Bebe is in the house. David Sink is in the house. The Democrat Network is in the house. Mike is in the house. James Martin's in the house, right? If you work together, you will win. Look at New York. Look at France, Paris. You will win. The recipe is there. If you follow the recipe, you will win. If you want to divide the troops in the war, you will lose. Jesus Garcia in the house, right? So what you need to do, Tampa, is plan your next one, right? And on May Day, we roll out airport after airport after airport strike. But I like this concert strike because it gets maximum exposure. So how is Miami protesting? Miami needs to stand up. You cannot desperately get in the car and drive for $1 or $2, right? You'll get nothing achieved. You are lowering the bar, right? They were basically saying on the algorithm, they have all the data. They know who's desperate, right? And they will offer the desperate drivers the trip first, right? Because they only want to pay $1 or $2, right? And if you're cherry picking, if you are declining the trash, you're doing it the right way. You are raising the bar. But please, whether it's Miami, it doesn't matter what city it is, you have to start working together. That means striking together, cherry picking together, and raising the bar together. The algorithm has to notice, because it's completely the artificial intelligence, the AI, is reading all of this data, and they see a trend that drivers are not accepting the low trash offer of $1, right? but are instead waiting for higher bids, right? That is how we change the algorithms. That is how we bust the algorithms. That is how we increase the bar. Okay? This is not brainy science here. This is just basic street language, my friends. You work together, you win together. You don't fight together, you fall together. You accept trash, you lower the bar. You decline trash, you raise the bar. You have to work together to accept higher paying trips. Let the trash at the bottom go. You know, you've seen Sergio say it 100 times. Know your worth, right? Know your worth, right? So I'm asking any desperate driver in Florida, in fact, in any state, in any city around the world, follow the recipe of the French. They have a minimum. You and I would be jealous. They have a minimum starting point of $8.69. Starting point. Even if it is the shortest 1 mile trip, starting point is $8.69, right? Food delivery is here, $1, $1.25, $1.50. What is that? I mean, what is that? So you're going out and doing a food delivery for $1.50? WTF. You're going out there and you're accepting a $3 ride in Orlando or Tampa or Miami. Come on, man. Is that what you are worth? Really? Is that what you are worth? $1 or $2 or $3? You are worth so much more. You are worth so much more. You decline the trash. You say no to the trash. You cherry pick like a master cherry picking champion, right? You just take the succulent cherries, the ones that make sense, right? Because you have the car cost, you have the fuel cost, you have the insurance cost, you got these costs, you got the valet cost, you got the parking costs, you got the cleaning costs, right? You have to take everything into consideration. You cannot accept trash, Miami. You cannot accept trash, Orlando. And obviously Orlando represents any city around the United States. Raise the bar, for crying out loud, right? Stop chasing the pennies, the little brown pennies. Stop chasing the tiny little crumbs, right, that are meant for the little sparrows and the birds, right? Go for the big fish, man. Go for the swordfish. Go for the marlins, right? Don't fucking waste your time with tiny little tadpoles and goldfish, right? You're not going to get anywhere, right? You go out and sell a big blue marlin to a sushi shop, you make over $1 million. But you try and sell people tadpoles, you're going to get nothing, right? So start raising the bar instead of lowering the bar. So raising the bar. Simple formula, right? Let that sink in. Capiche, comprehendo, verstehen, verstehen. Aha. Makes sense. So, well done to all the drivers that protested on this big night because it made headlines. Joel Ferrer's in the house. The day Uber drivers work together is when pigs will fly. Thank you. Thank you. They have to learn it, and pigs need to start flying. Uber has absolutely no loyalty to its drivers whatsoever, right? My wheels don't move for less than $15, says Ivaldis. I like your style. I like your attitude, Ivaldis. My wheels do not start moving for under $15, right? Over 15, talk to me, right? See, has a bar. He has a worth, right? Know your worth. Know your value, right? If you are chasing pennies and crumbs, who are you? If you are chasing pennies and crumbs, is that the label that you want to give yourself? Oh, I chase everything. I chase $1. I chase 10 cents. I chase 50 cents. No. Have a starting point, $5, $10. In Paris, ladies and gentlemen, it's $8.69. If they can do it, we can do it. The problem is, you have too many desperados. You have too many desperate people who are willing to drive or bend over for nothing, right? They're willing to bend for nothing. Vanessa's in the house. She says, cherry pick is the only way. It's the only way unless Uber starts paying $8 minimum. Amen, Vanessa. Hit the nail on the head. Kenneth Holacek in the house. Lyft wanting me to drop someone off at the airport half an hour for $4. $4 half an hour Lyft? What are you tripping on, new CEO David Risher, right? Oh, he starts on the 19th. So right now it's some other fool. Maybe it's still John Zimmerlo. You're going to pay $4 for 30 minutes? I mean, are you on coke? Are you smoking the biggest joint in the world? Like, what's going on? What is going on? Trying to pay a person $4 for 30 minutes, right? That is below minimum wage. So, my friends, here's what you do if you see trash. Here is what you do if you see a pathetic offer. No. No, I will not drive for pennies. I will not drive for trash. I will not pick up anyone if you don't pay me my self-worth. When it starts making sense, when the math adds up, if you have cherry-picked and you have found a trip, like the one Ivalda said for $15, then I will hit that green button and drive, right? Because now I'm stepping into my self-worth. I am stepping into a trip, a job that makes me feel good because I will get paid so and so much, right? Because I cherry-picked that one. I said no to the trash. I said yes to the good offer. This is how you make money. And there are countless drivers that text and email me or comment in the thing and say, you know what, since I started cherry picking, since I started declining the trash, the bottom, the barrel of the trash, I have actually started to make money. Makes sense, right? So this strike here, again, well done. Let's give Florida a round of applause for organizing a strike in the parking lot after the concert. 100 drivers at the Taylor Swift concert with the TV stations there. You saw it. I just played it, right? And then what did they say? If they do not listen, we will strike again. If they do not listen, we will strike again. Why? Because we will simply not put up with your... You don't put up with bullshit. You do not put up with bullshit. So, San Diego, we're coming there. Carlos Martinez, we're coming there. We're going to hit that San Diego airport. It's in the making, right? Starting May Day. So, I'm going to be heading out. I'm selling a car right now. I got the buyer on the way here. His name's Marlon. He's got his trailer picking up a car. Going to make some cash. Going to liquidate a vehicle. Maybe a few vehicles in the next few weeks. I buy and sell all the time. Who's the leader in Miami to protest? We need a leader in Miami. Who in Miami is going to step up? Or is everyone desperate and going to drive and say no to strikes? Or we'll accept whatever they spoon feed us, baby food, like Gerber, $1, like little babies. No, say no. William Damasio in the house. PJ buses and power should be what we all use, but it's growing too slow. It is growing too slow, unfortunately. Aaron O, they can't pay us fairly due to the crazy bonuses guarantees they give select drivers. No, it's not even select drivers, it's their CEOs, it's the executives. What they are paying these people and the investors, this is why they're trying to get away with offering us crumbs. We say no. You know, we are bringing in the money. You pay us, right? This is why the people striked. You pay us accordingly. So hit the like button. I only have 21 likes. I'm going to leave at 30. VA says, do you see the price of the ride in advance in the United States? Not always, not always. Brienne says, I need an XL car here in Vegas. Let me know. Go down to Toyota in Vegas. I know those guys well. They'll give you a great deal on the Toyota Sienna. James Martin, what does he say? James Martin says, have a good night. Thanks for the insight. Thank you, buddy. Eric Avalos is in the house. 26, I need cuatro, por favor. 4, please. 1, 2, 3, 4 more likes. They look like this. Thumbs up, everybody thumbs up. We're on 27. I need 3 more, and then I'm going to go and sell a car. Right? I'm going to go and sell a car in a few minutes. We're in 29. I'm almost ready to sell that car. Send me videos. Send me clips. Send me info. Send me stories, right? Love the stories. I report on them. Uber is the dictionary definition of corporate greed, indeed. And I would carefully say that the most hated CEO in the United States is Dara Khosrowshahi. We're on 35. I appreciate you all. I will be bringing out another live feed tomorrow on Sunday. Got a lot of good videos lined up. Got a lot of topics. I appreciate you all. Shout out from me, from my family, to your family, to you. Please drive safe and remember this, my friends, before I leave, remember this. Let's raise the bar. We got to decline trash, right? We got to know our worth, and we will only work and drive if you pay us our worth. If you don't, we strike at the next concert, right? If you don't pay us, we'll strike at Guns N' Roses. If you don't pay us, we'll strike at Coachella in California this weekend, or at the next Taylor Swift concert. Where is it? What? How about Kansas City on the 8th of the 7th month? How about in Atlanta on the 29th, right? There are the dates. They are the dates. Look at the dates and the cities, right? Why don't you go and organize a strike and a protest on another Taylor Swift concert and make the headlines in Houston, or make the headlines in Nashville, Tennessee, or make the headlines in Philadelphia on 05 on the 12th of May, right? Or make the headlines on the 20th of May in Foxborough, or make the headlines on 0804 in Los Angeles, or 0722 in Seattle. Start organizing your strikes at Taylor Swift concerts. Sorry, Taylor Swift, I love you dearly. I actually like your music. I think you're super talented, but you got to be with us here. You got to stand with us, girl, because we're not getting paid. And we're going to show up at your future concerts. Here are the dates. And we're going to strike. We're going to strike. We're going to strike. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to strike at the Taylor concerts. Peace be with you, my friends. Drew T Studios in the house. I appreciate you all. Have a good night, my friends.